The spirit of Eid al-Adha, the spirit of Eid al-Adha.
Dear student, there are three types of Qurbani. The first type is wajib for both a rich person and a fakir, which means a poor person. Number 2, wajib for a fakir but not for a rich person. Number 3, wajib for a rich person but not for a fakir. Explanation of all three types. Wajib for both. It happens when someone has made a vow to perform Qurbani and said, "For the sake of Allah Almighty, I make it compulsory for myself to perform the Qurbani of a goat or cow, or I will have to perform the Qurbani of this goat or this cow." Wajib for a fakir, but not for a rich person. When a fakir buys an animal for Qurbani, the Qurbani of that animal becomes wajib for him. And if a rich person buys it, Qurbani does not become wajib due to this act of buying. This ruling is applicable when he has bought an animal for Qurbani. If he already has an animal and he has intended to perform its Qurbani, or he intended to perform its Qurbani after buying it, Qurbani does not become wajib for him. Wajib for a rich person, but not for a poor person. It happens when Qurbani does not become wajib due to buying or making a vow, but rather a person performs it in gratitude for the reason that Allah Almighty has kept him alive. The Qurbani that is wajib in remembrance of the sunnah of Sayyiduna Ibrahim alayhi salam is only for a rich person. Dear student, do you know that Qurbani does not become obligatory only because of wealth? There are several other conditions that must also be fulfilled. Qurbani is not wajib on every Muslim. Instead, the following are the conditions that make Qurbani wajib. First is Islam. Qurbani is not wajib for a non-Muslim. Second is Iqamat. One should be a resident. It is not wajib for a traveler. The third condition is being the owner of nisab. It means the same, which makes sadaqah-e-fitr wajib, not that which makes zakat wajib. Fourth is hurriyat, being free. Qurbani is not wajib for the person who is not free. Dear student, Qurbani becomes wajib because of time. When the time comes and the conditions of Qurbani being wajib are found, Qurbani becomes wajib, and its rukn is to slaughter any animal out of specific animals with the intention to perform Qurbani. It is not necessary that the conditions be found during the whole time, but rather if the conditions are found during any part of the time that is fixed for Qurbani, it is sufficient for Qurbani to become wajib. If it became wajib in the early part, but not now, and if the condition no longer remains in the last part, it no longer remains wajib. As you listened about the owner of nisab, let us know about it. The person who owns 200 dirhams or 20 dinars, whose worth at present, or owns any such thing apart from needful things that is worth 200 dirhams, is a rich person, and Qurbani is wajib for him. At present, the owner of nisab can be determined according to the current market rate of 52.5 tola silver. Hajat means the home in which you live, the things you use in housekeeping, the riding animal, the servant, and the clothes you wear. Apart from them, whatever things you have, they are more than hajat, I mean the need. Al-Hazrat has said, there is a house that is so big that one part is sufficient to live in summer and winter, and the other part is more than needed. If its worth alone, or mixed with such types of possessions, becomes equal to the nisab, even then Qurbani is wajib. You've heard the term hajat-e-asliya, but what exactly does it include? Which items are counted as hajat-e-asliya and which are not? Dear student, about hajat-e-asliya, Islamic jurisprudence have said hajat-e-asliya means the things that a person usually needs and without which he feels great difficulty in living his life, such as a house to live in, clothes that he wears, a vehicle, books about Islamic knowledge, and tools related to the profession, etc. So TV is included in hajat-e-asliya when a person gains Islamic knowledge from it. If someone uses it for some other purpose, such as watching a movie or watching other sinful acts, it will not be considered to be in the category of Hajat-e Asliya. A fridge and AC are included in Hajat-e Asliya. If someone participates in a committee, he participate in a scheme for saving money to get it later in a lump sum and has paid all his installments, but he has not received the committee yet, this amount will also be more than Hajat-e Asliya. If this amount becomes equal to the nisab of Qurbani alone, Qurbani will become compulsory. And if it is less, then keeping other possessions in mind, the calculation of the nisab will be made. If a person had the amount of money that made him the owner of nisab, but during the same days zakat became fard for him, which he had to pay, now he has paid an amount of money for zakat, due to which he no longer has the amount of money that is equal to the amount of nisab. Even then, Qurbani is compulsory for him. However, if he has spent the amount on his needs, Qurbani will not become wajib for him, but this element of needs is considered when it is found before the days of Qurbani. At present, if someone has 1 tola of gold and a few rupees, or rather, even 1 rupee that is more than his need, Qurbani is also wajib for him. Dear student, you have now learned about the types of Qurbani, Hajat-e Asliya, and the conditions that make Qurbani obligatory. The time of Qurbani is from the dawn of the 10th Zul-Hijjat al-Haram to the sunset of the 12th Zul-Hijjat al-Haram, 3 days and 2 nights. These days are called the days of Nahar. From the 9th to the 13th of Zul-Hijjat al-Haram, these 5 days are called the days of Tashriq. First day, the 10th, is the best, then the 11th, and then the 12th. The 12th is the lowest in rank. It is makruh to perform Qurbani in the night, but at present, due to light, it is not makruh. If someone has not sacrificed the animal, he bought an animal but could not sacrifice it, so after the time has passed, he should give it in sadaqah. If Qurbani becomes obligatory for someone, but he does not buy an animal due to which his Qurbani is missed, he will have to pay the price of 1 goat. If he has bought a specific animal, such as if he has made a vow to sacrifice a specific animal, then whether he is rich or a fakir, he will have to give a live animal in sadaqah. And if he slaughters it, he will have to give the entire meat in sadaqah. He should eat nothing from it. And if he has eaten something from it, he should give the amount of money for the quantity of the meat that he has eaten in sadaqah. If the price of the slaughtered animal is less than the live animal, he should also give as much money in sadaqah as is less. The missed Qurbani of the previous year cannot be performed this year. Here the same ruling applies, that either he should give an animal or its price in sadaqah. Dear student, does the timing change if you're in a village or in a city? If Qurbani is performed in a city, the condition is that the salah must have been offered. Qurbani cannot be performed before Eid Salah, and since there is no Eid Salah in the rural area, here Qurbani can be performed after the time of Fajr, and it is better in the rural area that Qurbani be performed after sunrise. It is better in the city that Qurbani should be performed after the Eid sermon has been delivered. If the Salah has been offered, but the sermon has not been delivered, Qurbani in this case will be valid. But doing this is makruh. The difference that exists with Qurbani in the rural area and the city is due to the place of Qurbani, not due to the one who is performing Qurbani. It means if a person living in a city performs Qurbani in a rural area, the time will be considered according to the rural area. And if a person living in a rural area performs Qurbani in a city, he will perform Qurbani according to the time of the city. Eid Salah is offered at many places in a city, so Qurbani is permissible after the Salah has been offered at the first place. If the Eid Salah has not been offered in a city due to any reason, one can perform Qurbani after the time of Eid Salah has passed. If he performs Qurbani before it, performing Qurbani is not permissible. He should perform Qurbani when the time of Zawal has come. In Bahar-e Shariat, Sadru Sharia has written, if the Eid Salah is not offered in any city due to a fitna, Qurbani can be performed there after Tulu'e Fajr of the 10th of Zulhijjatil Haram. Dear student, in the very next video, we will discuss the sacrificial animal itself. Are you ready?